listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session at the Nasty Table.
Do not mistake who I am. I am an envoy of the Royal Sardinian family. Understand you will be hanged for affiliation with the Cracked Mesa clan.
I'm not going to let any of these orcs touch him.
Look at me when he teleports himself out of here.
But he wants to know who's the strongest out of the four of you.
That will be me.
Big guy wants to fight you first.
Pick up the bag. Look very natural and casual with this bag on.
Vorgath is marching on the Avon Castillo, and the Sardinians know.
Friendly retreat.
Looks at you, smiles, and some of his blood drips down, and he reaches his hand out.
Grab his hand.
Make sure he knows I got the bag.
Peek the bag, and he looks at it. And then looks at you.
I just give him a nod. I don't smile or anything.
That shit was really
right in
bad.
me.
I do remember that. I was
that day.
fucked.
Yeah.
We didn't
That was
catch any
COVID.
fish that day.
That was COVID.
That was really fucked.
Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons, and diners and drive-ins and dives.
My pants.
Let me get a recap of that last session, please.
I truthfully don't see a benefit of going back. We just traveled for like almost a fucking month to get to this
Over a
place.
month.
We just
Over a month, 43,
Over a month.
43 days.
43 fucking days, and now we just want to blink back. Like Cree said, that was also something that Alex would agree with. Like, yeah, you know, I'll be outvoted. I don't give a fuck. However, Alex, genuinely doesn't get why there would be motivation to leave. We're not held prisoner here. We're friendly. We're not enemies. If anything, we're enemies of the Sardinian family. Metagaming, we just learned that the Sardinians know that the fucking Cracked Mesa clan is marching to fucking the Avon Castillo. That's fucked for everybody. So that's why. And then we're just gonna teleport back to Kincaidine and go to fucking Brewster, Bubble Guts, and the Pumpkin, two separate parties, and just be like, all right, give us quests again. Let's do terrorist things again. Like, I'm okay with that. I am, but I'm like, I feel like we need to think a little bit about. I don't like fuck Cedro, fuck all this bullshit. Don't we want to go to the Ebon Mines? Like,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. I think if I could speak about Honto in character, out of character, like we're trying to just hold the cards, so that way if we need to do something, we're able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, let's bring the wizard with us. Like, what if we need, like, we just want to hold the cards, because going through the whole fucking desert and trekking, like, for the 43 days, we were not holding any fucking cards. We were running.
You were at the mercy of, you know, contracts and being stuck in situations.
Yeah, the wilderness, everything. We were not having it. So if we can hold the cards, that's good.
Well, even from a character perspective, is control something that's important to Honto?
Staying alive is important to Honto. Probably, I think I've said that before, both in and out of character. Honto ran a loop in the bog, man. That's all these cats did, was just stay alive. Keep moving and stay alive. Whatever you gotta do to stay alive, keep on going. Because the dead man ain't doing shit.
I mean, Levi's motivation is it's definitely not, oh, we need to be back in Kincaidine so we can see these same people and get questions from these people. It's he feels disrespected on a level of, like, our time. It's been 43 days, and we're getting fucking medal for this. If he sees that we can go help somebody else, get paid for it, be on another winning side, that's where he's gonna go. But if we're going to the mines, and we're gonna go fuck up some more forged, that's where Levi wants to be. Especially because maybe he knows that they have souls that could be taken.
What's Rook's outlook?
Dude. Rook's in a weird spot, dude, because it's like he likes the orcs and he feels like he's respected by the orcs, but he's in this mood where he's like, what the fuck are we doing here? And at least being able to go back to Kincaid would like just open up new doors. And like I feel like Rook, honestly, kind of fucking scared of these Warforged, and they're fucking scary, and you don't want to go back in them fucking mines, dude. You really don't. He would love to be able to just get the fuck out of here.
You saw them firsthand. If Rook did not intervene,
Rook doesn't want to go
two
back
party
in.
members would be dead. That's trauma. Like, that's a palpable thing in your character that happened to you. That it's like, you guys got to sleep. I watched you fall unconscious, and I had to save you from this force. I know what we're dealing with, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I didn't think about that. That's actually kind of crazy. But also,
Rook
stop
does
being a
not
pussy.
It's not gonna happen for a second time. What?
What are the odds that we die twice? So, as the dust settles, Kree, you find yourself face to face with Ulath, smiling still. The rest of you on the edges of this circle, although Levi has taken a few hesitant steps in as this hostility has seemingly diminished. Within the war party camp, Llewellyn still encaged, Grok sitting upon it. What do you guys want to do?
I want to... Kree, how you feeling? You fucked up still? I'll heal you a lot.
No, I'm decent. I'm decent right now. I'm not limping around or anything.
Yeah, Rook's still nearby you after applying these bombs and salves. Ulath
I do
taking
wanna
note
walk-
and watching it.
I want to walk up to him though and kind of put my hand on a non-spiky part of his fucking torso, and just like, you saved me out there. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I look at Ulath. Friendly?
He nods, wipes a little bit of blood out of the corner of his mouth. Friendly.
I walk back to the tent.
Begin walking back to the tent.
Yeah.
Levi, Honto, anything that you guys are doing specifically?
You're walking back to our tent?
Yeah.
I'll walk with you.
Is Jigix still with us?
Jigix is just milling around nearby.
Can I bring him up to us with Ula?
Yeah.
So is that a pass test?
He looks up at Ulath, says something in Orcish. Ulath responds, but he's looking directly at you as he speaks, and then Jigix translates. When you're prepared, he wants you and the cat guy and the cactus guy and the little guy that he just fought to take Grok and the prisoner guy in the cage and go to the Ebon Mines. He says that Grok knows the way.
Can I pull out this makeshift map that I've been making very
Crudely.
crudely, and try to show it to him with a piece of chalk in my hand to show him to mark the way to the Ebon Mines from here?
Ulath grabs it. Blood stains on his fingers that kind of get on the map, and he circles a small dune, hands it back to you.
Thank you very much.
He says something in Orcish to you directly, and Jigix translates. He says, when you get there, talk to Trilug. Tell Trilug that he sent you. Ulath then begins to walk off back to his tent, noticeably limping just a little bit. Like, as he passes Jigix, he puts his full hand on Jigix's head almost to steady himself, and Jigix kind of presses into the ground a little bit, and he continues on back towards his tent.
Follow the rest of the party into the tent.
Okay. Kree. Still out as the watching orcs begin to disperse out. This circle's
Yeah, I
still
follow.
in the sand. Follow him?
Yep.
Okay, the 4 of you in the tent.
I pull out the map that he just drew.
Yeah. If you take a look, and with your keen mind, gonna kind of take some liberties here. From that spot that you and Hanta went to a few sessions ago, this spot is probably about an hour from there, northeast.
Hey, boys, we got the go ahead. Take them all. Head over to the mines. Cree proved himself. Proved the worth.
Just nod and smirk.
I mean, as long as Kree is rested and healed, I think we are ready to go.
What's the plan when we get in there? You guys don't think it's a little dangerous?
We can always leave, can't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta find out somehow.
I don't have that much heals left.
I got a little bit.
Is Llewellyn coming?
He said we can take everybody, guy sitting on the cage.
Is Llewellyn ready?
I imagine he's ready to get out of the cage and do anything.
Maybe,
besides sit there.
maybe we need a day of rest before we go.
You are the healer. And he looks a little banged up, so It's
I
your
already
call.
healed him. I can't do it again.
it's your call.
Do you see resting for the night helping anything?
I do, yeah. I want to be able to heal you guys. If Kree gets hit again, I can't heal him again, and I just need some energy.
Are you short rest on them?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure.
For what?
For my my healer's kit, and I can't heal Kree again until a short rest.
The short rest would give me as a warlock, just give me fucking everything.
All right, I'll dip out of the
We
tent.
also don't know like what Llewellyn's like health is looking like,
Yeah.
and he kind of fucked up. Sorry for metagaming. That's kind of fucked.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we could talk to Grok and
Mm-hmm.
Llewellyn and say, prepare yourselves, right?
Leave
Yeah.
in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Guess head out.
Head to the cage.
Yeah, head over to the cage.
Heading out to the cage.
Mm-hmm. If I see Jigix on this path, call
Yep.
him over.
Call him over. Jigix, who just seemingly seems to be digging in the dirt, raises his head up, closes the distance, and walks up behind you. As you guys make your way over to the cage, you see not just Grolk, but Ulath as well. Ulath seems to be having a conversation with Grolk. Ulath's back is to you guys. Grolk's face is to you guys, and Grolk kind of peeks over and looks at you and gives you like a wink. Moment passes. The two of them are conversing, and Ulath reaches into like the pocket on his waistcoat and pulls out a key and hands it to Grolk. Ulath nods to Grolk. Ulath turns around, walks away. Now you're facing Ulath. Neutral expression, just looks over the four of you, stops for a second. Friendly.
Friendly.
Friendly. Trilug.
Friendly. Trilog.
Grunguk. Friendly.
Grungok. Friendly.
Grunguk. Enemy.
Grungok. Friendly.
Grunguk, wait. And he reaches into his waistcoat again and pulls out a pair of shackles. Grunguk.
Grungok advance.
Grungok advance, and then he points towards the shackles.
Grungok wait.
He nods, walks past you guys, steps up past you guys into his tent. Four of you, along with Grolk, Jigix is kind of scurried on alongside you. What do you guys do? Llewellyn's still in the cage.
Fucking Jigix. Point to Grolk. The point to the sun, I guess, towards the middle of the sky, and kind of do a full circle around till it's rising again in the east.
Grolk looks.
Point to everybody, and then point out towards the Ebon Mines.
He nods. He points towards the prisoner, and then does like a circular motion with his finger, and then points towards the Ebon Mines, points towards the sun, and brings it down. And then he looks at you like questionably.
Yeah, where it rises, right?
Or where it sets.
Where it sets. He looks towards Jigix in a moment of frustration, says something in Orcish, and Jigix says, "Or at night," he says.
Nah, we need to rest in the morning. We're gonna head out.
Okay. Talks to Grolk. Grolk responds. He said, tomorrow at night, that the war party is moving to the Ebon Mines.
Shit.
He talks to Grolk again. Grolk responds, and Jigix says, he said, you can leave tomorrow morning, and then the war party will be there when the sun comes up the next time.
Yes. 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 When the sun comes up, we leave.
Looks back at Grolk. Grolk responds, yeah, he'll be ready in the morning.
Right.
He also says, Ulath said to make sure to put handcuffs and shackles on the guy in the cage.
I point to the shackles that are in Rook's hands.
And Grolk looks at it and nods. Grolk claps his hands together, almost excitedly rubs them together, and nods.
All right.
Do I have a key for these shackles?
You do not.
Can I open it without the key? Are they open already?
Kind of take a look at them. Looks like they are opened. Looks like they're metal. Looks like they're heavy. Looks like they're for either wrist, with probably about 2 or 3 inches of space between each wrist. But you have not been given a key. You have not been given a key.
We have a key to the cage?
You don't know. You saw Ulath give Grolk a key.
Is Grolk going to open it? I ask, yeah. Jigix. Is you gonna open the cage?
Says something to Grolk. Grolk responds. Jigix says, well, he said in the morning.
Okay, I drop the shackles right next to the cage.
Okay.
We go to the tent.
To your tent?
Yep.
Okay.
Same, I fell back to our tent.
Okay. As you guys are walking away, Llewellyn... Excuse me? Fellas? What's happening? Keep walking.
No, I turn around. I go to the cage. Well, you're gonna get out of the cage tomorrow. But you have to wear those. I point to the shackles.
Where are we going?
We're going in the mines.
He looks towards Hanto. Could we get a message to King Kadeen?
I don't know. Could we?
I would need you to send one.
Tell me how.
I don't know. I don't have access to that magics. Is there anyone that you could send on foot, perhaps?
On foot?
I don't know.
Be patient. When we leave this camp in the morning, we will have much more freedom to do what we want. You are safe with us.
But I'm not your slave.
When did I say that?
Shackles and patience.
That's not from us. That's from the orcs.
He keeps himself quiet, bites his own tongue, nestles against the back of the bars.
I walk away to the tent.
As we're out of earshot, just to Honto. Hey, you're keeping that bag.
Absolutely.
Nobody else.
No one else.
Are you wearing the bag now, or did you leave it in the tent when you went in there?
I left it in the tent.
You didn't say anything. I figured that was the case, but just to clear that up, gotcha.
Nah, never mind.
Okay.
It's gonna hold on to it.
Everybody back in your personal tent?
Yeah.
All right. At this point, we're looking at maybe like 2 or 3 hours until sunset. The 4 of you reconvened. Jigix kind of following behind, and like he's like about to step in the tent.
As we're about to enter the tent, and Jigix is about to walk in, I'm like, up, like just fucking stick my hand out.
What's
And
up?
I'm like, I just like kind of put my hand out to him, and I'm like, and then I walk away into the tent. I'm like, don't come in here.
All
This
right.
ain't your tent, guy. You eat orcs.
I do have something I want to talk about.
You do?
Yeah.
Come on in.
He takes another hesitant step towards the tent.
Yeah. I let him walk past me
Come
into
on
this
in.
tent.
Fuck past me. I want to eat your mule.
That's really. No.
I think it's fair from the help that I've given, what I've been able to provide to you, and the clay. I undercharged you for it.
I wanna grab him by the throat. You're not eating him.
Why?
Go.
That was really uncalled for. Why not?
He's my friend.
I eat my friends all the time.
Rook just stares at him.
I heard you guys talking about going back to Kincaidine.
Rook just stares at him.
I want to eat your mule.
What does going back to Kincaidine have to do with you eating the mule?
Well, the big guy doesn't want to know that you guys are going to do that, or that you guys talked about doing that, and you guys are being shady and shifty. So you guys will give me and let me eat that the mule.
You know we're not going back to Kincaidine.
Maybe, but I did hear you say that. And if the big guy knows that you said that, maybe he might have some questions. So I want to eat the mule. I'm a merchant. It's the opening offer. Truthfully, end of the day, I'll take half of it.
No, you're not eating. Turnip. Don't ask again.
Copper wasn't worth it.
No. I haven't had meat in days. I'm hungry. Give me the mule or I'll tell the big man. And he nods. Like I said, you can talk me down to half. I'll take half of it, the back half. You guys can keep the front half.
Much gold to keep your mouth shut.
1,000.
We'll discuss it. Thank you.
No, we won't.
We'll discuss it.
He's not taking turnip.
I didn't say that.
I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. I'll be over at my carriage.
I grab him again by the throat and I look at him really closely. If you eat turnip, I will kill you.
Roll intimidation with disadvantage.
$12.
Do you still have him by the throat?
Yeah. I like it.
900 gold.
We'll discuss it.
Back to my previous statement. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. I'll be at my carriage.
Stumbles out of the tent. The four of you alone.
I was going to ask if we wanted to bring him to translate for us. I chuckle a little bit.
Hell, if he ain't dead. Best we keep that secret with us, close to us.
As far as I know, nobody here has 900 gold.
Nah, but I saw what you did with that blade. Nah, I give a shit about this guy. Nobody here gives a shit about this guy.
Where is turnip?
Over in like tied off section where you also have the lizards. Probably like 2 or 3 tents down from you.
And where's Jigix?
He called it a carriage, but like his cart is on the other side of the camp.
He knows he's fucked if he eats him. I said that character. He knows he's fucked if he eats him.
What if he goes and tells?
They all hate him anyway. Say he's trying to get at us. He was talking about eating another one of these guys' brothers, and we threatened him. Said that wasn't nice to be eating orcs no more. So he made up some shit about us siding with the wizard. Hey, he's trying to play both sides, scumbag.
I want to like walk out and watch him.
Yeah, looking over and you can see him across the way. It's probably like 100 feet away from you, kind of stumble up and pull himself into his own cart in the back, like on his belly.
Okay. I go back in the tent.
I think Levi's just gonna bed down at this point.
Making yourself comfortable on one of the cots.
Cree sits down in a corner. He's like, it is easy to. I imagine that it is easy to turn the story against him. Nobody really trusts him here.
I just kind of want to take out the pommel.
Yep.
Just flip it through my fingers till I fall asleep, honestly.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
5.
It's warm to the touch.
It's green, you said?
Red.
Oh, fuck.
Colorblind.
Before I go to bed, can I wild shape into a spider?
Yeah, do you have a charge of wild shape?
I believe so, yeah. I don't have anything marked though.
Fog rolls out and quickly dissipates as the three of you see Rook transform into a spider.
I scurry out.
Scurry out.
I want to first check in on Gizzy, or Gizzy. Oh my god. Jigix.
That's a throwback.
Jigix.
Kind of scurry across camp, and each stride takes you a while. Even though you're fast as a spider, it's disorienting too. Everything looks huge, and you are so small. But you have great vision all around yourself with all your eyes. Scurrying up over to Jigix's caravan, his cart, kind of going up the side of one of the wooden slats that's keeping it upright, all the way up, and peeking over in through the canopy and looking at him laying on his back. Looks like he's whittling something out of wood.
Okay, I want to go to Uloth's tent.
Okay, scurrying down, making your way away from Jigix, and you crawl under one of the flaps into Uloth's tent, and you see him, Uloth, sitting there. It looks like he's reading a piece of paper, and he looks kind of frustrated.
Is there any way you can get up close and get a look at this piece of paper?
Kind of make your way up across the edge. Roll stealth with advantage. Stealthily creeping up as it seems like he's engrossed in reading this paper, peeking over and looking at it. It's in a language you don't understand.
No symbols or anything?
There are some symbols that you recognized. First of which is what looks like this emblem of the Cracked Mesa clan, which is like this trapezoid. But notably, there's some words that you recognize from Orcish. You see advance, and you also recognize the spelling of a name. Would you know the spelling of a name? No.
If I can see the word advance, I don't see why not.
But
He
names
would
are
know the
different.
letters of advance.
Names are different.
I know a lot of letters. If I know all the letters that are in that name, then I could see it.
All right. You recognize the word advance, which is like halfway through, and this looks like a 3-paragraph letter that he's like pouring through. And then at the very bottom, there's a dash, and it says Vorgath.
Okay.
And Uloth looks kind of stressed out.
I was like, I don't know if I have V, but I do advance. He seems stressed out. Okay. Nothing else really to note going on in here.
Do you stay for a while?
Yeah, I hang.
A moment passes, he puts the note down, kind of takes a deep breath. You see him rub his side where you saw that ailment, and he looks like sad for a second. You catch him take a look over at a bag of coins that's sitting right next to him, and then he like looks out towards the tent flaps, shakes his head, folds up the note, puts it down like near the bottom of his desk, just kind of starts poring over some other papers that are there. You notice it looks like he's poring through maps, but they look like segmented, like as if each one is an individual portion of what would comprise a whole map, and it looks like he's just studying those.
Okay.
Probably about 10 minutes have passed by this point. Jumping back in the tent, anyone do anything when you guys see Rook turn into a spider and creep out?
Nah.
Copacetic, business as
Yeah.
usual.
We know what's
Yeah.
going on. Don't fuck with Turnip.
Fuck with turnip. I want to go take a little look-see at fucking Grolk
And Llewellyn?
and Llewellyn.
Okay. How long
See
does
what's
Wild
going
Shape
on there.
last for?
I don't know. Number of hours equal
Equal to half your druid level. Okay. So an hour and a half. Crawling over outside of Uloth's tent over to the caged Llewellyn. Grolk is sitting there, and he now has the tarp back on. So Llewellyn is hidden from behind this this tarp, and Grolk is just standing there. It looks like he's looking down at the cage for a moment or two, and then just kind of like looks up across the sands, just looking off.
Okay. Alright, I'm just head back to the tent. Go to sleep.
Okay, heading back to the tent, Spider enters the tent and you unwild shape, taking back your original form, and bedding down. Kree, anything else that you want to do before you go to sleep for the night?
I do want to sit and just kind of reiterate the prayer that I just said earlier about, like, you know, kind of just digest what Llewellyn said about him being fake and shit like that. Who is the hanged man? Asking for context on that. And that's it.
Gotcha.
Before bed.
There's no meaningful response. The four of you bed down and awake, going to sleep fairly early and in turn rising fairly early. You have all completed a short rest, so if you'd like to regain any of your hit die, feel free to. Otherwise, cracks from the tent give way to the beginnings of sunlight. You've risen probably right before daybreak.
Sorry, is it the hit die plus your constitution modifier?
Yeah, it's your hit die plus your con mod.
Get up, ready for the day.
Get up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excited.
Okay, where do you guys go?
Get some other fucking food.
Stepping outside, on the edges of daybreak, looks like there's no movement within the camp. This centralized area that you've seen before that has these orcs milling about, food being had, seems like it might be a little bit of time before this gets active, but sitting on one of the logs that comprise this common area is Grolk, who raises his head as you guys step out of your tent.
Just give him a nod.
He gives
Smile.
you a nod. Smile. He stands up, kind of closes the distance a little bit, reaches into a satchel that you see on his side, pulls out what looks like wrapped in a little sheet of cloth, some looks like cornbread, and he hands it out to you.
Grab it from his hands.
It's a lot harder than you expected it to be. It's kind of like compact.
Thank you. Point at him. Shake my head, yes.
He nods.
Break off pieces for the rest of these three.
Do you guys also exit the tent?
Yeah.
Met
Yeah.
with Grolk. Advance?
Look as the sun's rising. Advance.
1 second. I go see Turnip.
Okay, make your way over to like this makeshift stable area. There's a bunch of lizards that are tied off here. The four of yours, of course, and then also Turnip. It's like all these lizards. And then,
Yeah, dude, he really did.
And
He's
then
like, you
Turnip.
see lizards.
God.
I eat half my cornbread and I give the rest to Turnip. And then I pet him and then I go.
How many lizards?
you see in total, it looks like 13.
Did we have one each?
You had one each.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Get our lizards ready.
Okay. Readying your lizards, taking your lizards off their reins and, setting up your saddlebags and stuff like that, retightening the saddles. And the lizards are more than compliant in you kind of mounting them. What do you guys do?
Bring them over towards the cage. Llewellyn.
Over to the cage, and you see now the cage, the tarp has been lifted. Llewellyn is in there, and Grohl, kind of like groggy a little bit, kind of rubs some crust out of his eyes, and you see that another lizard is next to him, seemingly his lizard, and he's got a key in his hand, and he looks towards you guys. Advance.
Advance.
Puts the key in the lock for the cage.
Can I grab the cuffs first?
Yeah. Do you give the cuffs? Rook, you still have them. Oh, no, you dropped them by the sand.
Yeah.
They're just right there on the ground.
Pick them up, slide them through the bars of the cage,
Mm-hmm.
and try to lock them onto Llewellyn's wrists while he's still in the cage.
You want me to put these on?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. Go ahead.
And I click them closed, and I give him a wink
Click,
as I do it. Very obvious wink.
Very obvious wink. but
Yeah.
you do click them closed.
Yes.
Okay, and the
Yes.
hard metal shackles lock to either of his wrists, and his hands are already still bound by rope, so now they're bound by these metal shackles and now rope.
If that's the case, I want to just pop one claw out. Just cut the rope.
Rope comes out, and you just leave it on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Grolk with the key in the lock. Advance.
Advance.
Click. Opens and begins opening the door. And Grolk kind of takes a step back. Walks over to the rope that was on the ground that you dropped. Picks it up. Walks over to Llewellyn and kind of forcefully pulls him out a little bit and ties the rope to the shackles. And then holds one end of the rope, points over to his lizard.
Can I take the key that we used for the cage, point to the key? This is all to Grolk.
Yeah.
And then point to the shackles.
And he nods. He nods.
Does it look like the key fits in these shackles?
How do you test that?
Bring it right up to the shackles.
Yeah,
Right there.
you bring it up to the shackles, and Grolk actually, like, catching on to you, turns Llewellyn to the side, points towards the lock, points towards that key, and nods.
I hand it to Honto.
At this point, I have, if we're out of the tent, I brought Llewellyn's bag. I very obviously open up the bag and put that key in Llewellyn's bag.
Llewellyn looks at it, doesn't nod, doesn't move anything, just kind of like looks you in the eyes for a second. Grolk begins to tie this rope that's to the shackles to one of the saddlebags on his lizard. Looks towards you for advance.
Advance.
Friendly.
Friendly.
Friendly, friendly, friendly. And he happily
Friendly.
jumps up on his lizard, grabs the reins, and begins riding off. And now Llewellyn is kind of like dragged for a second and like stumbles and then begins to like walk at kind of a quicker pace as Grolk is riding this lizard and Llewellyn is being dragged. What do you guys do?
Follow. Can I have the
Follow.
map out though to see like we're going generally the right way, the way that I think.
Okay. Anything else that you guys are doing specifically?
Not really, no.
No? Nope.
Okay. The camp is quiet as you leave. The 6 of you, 4 of you, Grolk and Llewellyn, making your way out into the desert. 30 minutes pass before the sun begins to make itself very, very well known. This scattering, and it's beautiful for a second, just how the sun almost like spills out onto the sand slowly, and just kind of each individual grain reflects up, and it's an amazing sight for this split second as you're on the top of this dune 30 minutes in, making your way down this dune and continuing on. Grolk is traveling with intention, and it seems like he knows the way. He continues for another 15 minutes past that. Anything that anyone does, any conversations that occur in these 45 minutes now?
No, but just generally. So we walked an hour. We think it's about an hour past that. So it's like a 2-hour journey to the mines. I
You've
would
walked
guess.
45 minutes, and originally you walked an hour, and you think it was an hour past that. So yeah,
Okay.
2 hours.
Just out of, like, Honto's curiosity, are we going, like, the exact path that we went? Like,
No.
Okay.
You think you guys zigzagged a little bit.
Gotcha.
This is more like a as the crow flies type thing.
But we're not going the wrong way here.
Not very, very obviously the wrong way. Like, you guys
Yeah.
aren't going south.
Yes. Yeah.
But continuing on another 15 past that, and you do kind of see some stuff that you recognize from where you originally went to an hour in. Like some of the dune shapes seem familiar, and you kind of I don't even know why I'm saying that. You have perfect memory. You know exactly. You're in the exact spot that you were in before.
Cool.
As you continue on, Llewellyn seems to be struggling, and at some points, especially when you guys are going like up dunes, he's kind of getting dragged along by Grolk, and Grolk's being pretty rough with him, pulling him along though. Another 15 past that. Any conversations?
As he's getting dragged, Kree's like audibly kind of chuckling a little bit, but he's also like, looking at Llewellyn, and he's like, hey, wizard.
Sorry.
Do you speak... Yeah, I don't think that you do, but do you speak Orcish or have any spells that could make you speak Orcish?
I don't know.
Spit on the ground, right away from him a little bit. That's it.
I'm sorry if I offended you earlier. I truly, truly am. I'm just parroting what I've heard. I meant no offense.
Just keep riding away.
Riding along. Continuing on for another 15 past that, the dunes themselves are now fully engulfed in light as the sun has officially risen to a substantial point. Continuing on, another 30 or so minutes past that, and you can now see from the top of this dune that you guys are in, and the area here is fairly dunous. You guys are at the top of this dune, pressed against a larger dune in the distance. Maybe, oh gosh, you would guess maybe like a 3/4 of a mile in the distance. You can see a small crumbling structure, broken pillars that are half buried in sand, collapsed towers, all made of sandstone that's a much lighter color than the sand that surrounds it. Furthest back in this structure that you see, closest to the actual dune that it's butted up against, you see an archway. It's covered in darkness, leading into the dune. Even from this distance, among the rubble and the ruins that you see, there's a few scattered tents that you notice, a couple tied off lizards, and most notably, a couple orcs milling about. Grolk continues down this dune, now approaching closer. You guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you get closer, now probably, another 20 or so minutes of just covering this distance, you see, first of all, a group of 4 orcs, and you guys are probably maybe 200 or so yards, wielding spears. They're standing outside of this archway and looking down into what you can see is a dug hole in the sand. A moment passes before stumbling out of this archway, out of this entrance, this Warforged, shambling, who lunges at these 4 orcs and falls into the hole that separates them. The orcs attack, driving spears into the hole. Closing the distance, you now see a much, much smaller camp with much, much fewer tents. But notably, one of these 4 orcs wielding this spear, Trilug. Grolk approaches close, says some words to Trilug in a language that you do not understand but recognize as Orcish, and begins tying off his lizard to a small, fallen sandstone beam that's in the ground here. Trilug looks towards the 4 of you guys. What do you guys do?
Say what's up. Hey, Troy, look.
Hello?
What you got going on here? And I look in the little hole.
Look in the hole. There is not one Warforged. There are probably about 20 in here.
Yeah, figure.
Just beat to shit.
I did not expect to see the 4 of you here.
Yeah, well, Ulath sent us in.
Anything that changed his mind?
Well, and I look at Kree. You might have the answer to that.
Yeah, the trial at camp, and him and I had a little brawl. And he deemed us to be good enough, I suppose, to come here.
I thought you were healers.
Well, I am. Not so much these guys. Warriors, I would say.
I suppose you didn't exactly lie.
We did not.
I've had questions of you since the moment you stepped foot in camp, and I didn't want to pry, because you've been helpful.
But if you're not all healers, then why exactly are you here?
Well, we have our reasons. Why are you here, fighting? What happened with you and Ulath?
It's complicated. I did not
Watched
fight
from
with.
afar. You looked
I did
very
not
aggravated.
fight with Ulath. I did not believe the information I was given at the time. Ulath did, blindly. So I thought, blindly.
He was right.
Apparently so. The Warforged here seem endless, and there's only a few of us here. Grok mentioned that the war party is going to be moving here. Is that the case?
Yeah.
There is myself. There is Thraka. There is 5 others. One has died. One is missing. They're endless. Out of this mine shaft, out of this cave. We're fairly certain that we've explored the entirety of it. But as soon as it's clear, more just show up, seemingly from nowhere, which brings us to the point of contention I had with Ulath. Furthest in, the mine itself collapses into a cave system. Thraka, who I trust.
Does Llewellyn hear this?
Llewellyn's within earshot.
Thraka, who I trust, I do trust him, said that he and a few others saw a flash of light in that cave. Not white light, but what was it? He said a light that looked like fire and ice at the same time. And the air bunched up and tore open and made a door. Not a wooden door, but I don't know, something.
Can I look at, while this is all being said, at Llewellyn and see, does he have any type of facial expression?
Not like a look of recognition, but he's definitely paying attention.
We orcs, we have stories of these witch holes or stepping circles. Thraka says a Warforged stepped out. They killed the Warforged, but this portal, this witch circle, it stayed open for a few seconds afterwards. And one of ours, his name is Korak. He's on my level with Ulath. He stepped in. And we haven't seen him since. I didn't believe it when I was told it, because I've never encountered such a thing. But that's where we stand. There are a few of us here, and the Warforged keep pouring out. And these portals, these circles, I don't know where they're coming from. We need more men. We needed more men days ago, but Vorgath won't send any. And I know Ulath knows it. This is too small of a party to do what's been asked of us. Or too few and far between. This should be a priority.
It's an unwinnable war.
Just my viewpoint, yes. Fighting against an endless enemy. But we ourselves are limited. So we stay here, kill a few off as they stumble out, but it's packed. And it's futile. We go in, we lose men, we come out. Their numbers stay the same the next time we step in.
Llewellyn, have you ever heard of said portal before in your studies?
Well, there are portals, of course. I'm troubled, though. The one he speaks of and how he describes it, it does not seem like a intraplanar portal from one spot of the material plane to another. I've only heard descriptions of extra planar portals before, but it seems to match it. If it is a portal that he saw, it is from nowhere in Ticinia, but a separate plane entirely.
So what's that mean for your research? How the hell these Warforged coming out of another plane if it was a disease and they were affecting people here? Robots here.
Sucks his teeth a little bit. I'm not sure. I would have to think on it.
But you're telling him his friend's gone? His buddy?
Which?
One that stepped into that portal?
He's someplace else. If he hasn't come back, he's on another plane of existence entirely. And you should pray out of the 52 that exist that it's one of the good ones. Of which there are few.
I want to walk over to the pit.
Walk over to the pit. Like I said, 20 or so Warforged in there, and the other 3 orcs that are like nearby, just seemingly like paying attention to the conversation taking place, but not like intent on it. What do you do?
I want to get the 3 orcs' attention. They speak orcish, obviously. Point in the pit. Point to them in their spears. And I want to kind of T-pose myself, if you will. Point at the Warforged again. And make a motion at my legs and arms to cut it off. And then keep pointing at the Warforged.
Wait. Trilog, noticing this conversation.
We wait until the pit is full, and then pull them out and dissect them. There are several other holes around this small party that are composed entirely of the dissected parts.
I point at Llewellyn. He is the one that needs to see the Warforged.
On whose orders?
Mine.
I see that you spoke with him. I see that he's been brought here. Krolk mentioned something about Uloth saying something. Clue me in. Anto, please.
He is a prisoner. Not of my group, but of yours.
I know him well.
He is a researcher from Kincaidine. He came out to the Erg to research these Warforged. He had the same hunch as Uloth. He thinks they are diseased. He's more of a scholar than any of us. And, well, we are his only hope. So I think we need to use him.
He looks over your shoulder towards Llewellyn.
This is the first time I've seen you not gagged. Does the tabaxi tell the truth?
And Llewellyn doesn't speak, but he nods. Roll persuade with this with advantage.
15.
Under your watch. Do not take those shackles off.
Absolutely.
He can look. He can peruse. Do not put any weapons in his hands.
Can he touch the incapacitated Warforged if he needs to?
Under your watch, yes.
Okay.
I have no orders for you. I have no idea why you've been sent here, but Uloth seems to think you capable. We plan on going back in again, but at this time I find it futile. I don't want to risk men a losing battle.
Rook's quiet. Rook doesn't want to go in.
I mean, if that's what he said at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for, like, another Warforged to pop out, watch this cycle go, get a feel for how they're
Yeah,
defending.
the timing on it too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You can feel free. We have one of the empty tents there. It's smaller than the ones back at the war party, but set down your bags, take a rest. There's some food off to the side there too.
Trilug seems like defeated too, in the way that he's talking, and like he's almost like avoiding eye contact with you guys at some points. He just seems like over it.
I want to, like, after I put my stuff down and get settled too, I would like to almost, like, replace the fourth orc there, and like, I want to be a part of this and, like, get a feel for.
Yeah. So a moment or two passes. Put your bags down. It's probably been about 15 minutes since you guys first approached and saw that one, getting killed, and another one just kind of like stumbles out, lunges, falls in the pit, and 3 of the orcs kind of are about to strike, and then one of them kind of hands out their spear to you.
Yeah, sure.
Take it, dig it in, and like in tandem, it doesn't take much to just kind of like knock these servos loose, and the Warforged, like the color drains from its eyes, and it just kind of like falls down, limp, into the pit. So, what are the other 3 of you guys doing?
Heading back over to where we chained up or tied up our lizards and and mule.
So, making your way back over to the lizards.
And as we're chaining them up, look to Rook and pet his mule.
Oh, he did not bring the
I
mule.
don't think Mule's
Oh,
with
you
us.
didn't bring it?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, I thought you brought.
Oh yeah, the mule's cooked.
You left it?
Why?
What?
You left it? I thought you rode it here the whole time. Why? No, he didn't have a lizard.
He did not take. He
He
did.
I had a
he-
lizard
he-
and the mule.
He had a lizard and the mule.
So then why wouldn't I hook both of them up?
Because you didn't say anything.
Oh, that motherfucker's eating.
You fed him hardtack and you left him.
Oh my god, you made the
I
calculated
genuinely
decision.
thought we would either bring Jigix or the mule. Like it was one or the other.
I thought you brought the mule.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna smash him with my fucking great club right in his fucking head.
I mean, at least that means, like, we're probably good with Ula,
Fuck. I want to pet your.
I wasn't thinking anything about that.
I want to pet your lizard. Weird thing to say.
I want to drain your lizard.
Pet your lizard. Look, that's the new turnip. That's beet or some shit. Beet.
Fuck. Oh my
I think
god.
he's fine.
I
think he's fine. I don't know why you're fucking tripping.
Jizix is definitely gonna lie to Ulath and everyone and say they left him there so I could eat him. Absolutely, that's what's gonna
He
happen.
ate somebody's brother. He doesn't give a fuck.
How fucking far are we?
Gotta run back.
I want to pet your lizard as you get down from it. And were you thinking about killing that man? The merchant.
Who, Jizix?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a mighty thing to disrespect a man like that, right to his face. He knew what that meant to you. He got some feelings.
Yeah, I told him I would kill him and I strangled him. And I stalked him later at night and he was in his room.
It's a heavy thing, you know that.
What's a heavy thing?
Killing a man.
I've seen a lot of heavy things on these adventures now and, well, I felt some type of way.
I'm happy to see it. Taking control. Knowing how you feel.
I'm not a bad man.
I know, bad man. No. But ain't nobody should be disrespected. And you defend yourself.
I think I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And Rook just gets like really uncomfortable. He like looks at the ground.
Yeah,
I was telling you, I was proud of you.
yeah, but I'm not a bad man.
And Rook's just like overthinking like crazy.
I think you're confusing the
I
two.
mean, I don't. Maybe I just would have hurt him really bad. I don't know.
What you seen since we've been out here? Hurting a man work? Ending a man. That's what ends that. That disrespect.
I never even said that he could have him. So,
And he was gonna take him anyway from you.
well, he did ask, and I said no.
You keep that. You keep that confidence.
I'm pretty confident.
I pet his lizard and I walk away.
Stepping away. Kree, what are you doing during all this?
I also want to like peer into the hole with Hanto, and I mean, if Hanto is getting a spear, I believe that's what he got.
Yeah.
I don't need a spear. I just want to peer in and get a good look and like also assess what is happening, you know, and see how much it matches up to what Trilug is saying.
So, if you are to take a prolonged look at this, and if Levi or Rook want to do something in the time that is passing here, feel free, chime in. Probably every 15 to 20 minutes, a single Warforged just stumbles out, mindless, leaps, falls into the pit, and is executed. Say about an hour goes by.
Is every single Warforged that I can see in the pit what we called from previous sessions a dummy Warforged?
Yep.
Okay.
None of them have the
Anything.
yeah,
extra.
the glowing chest piece
No
or anything like that.
Warforged horses. No.
Nope.
Just
They typical run of the mill, everything that you've seen of this filler.
Okay.
Warforged. Llewellyn too is kind of looking off on this scene. Chimes in after a moment. Those are the Grim units I mentioned.
Yes, these are the standard ones we've come across most commonly.
Light infantry. Are those two stamped by the Iron Blood Cartel? Peeking in, taking a look. Yeah, you can see it right on the side of the skull.
I nod.
Could you bring one over to me?
Yeah. I kind of just give it a fish spear stab,
Mm-hmm.
almost like lacrosse, like
Yeah.
like overhand chuck it off the
And
spear.
it kind of like stumbles a little bit and kind of like falls to the ground, takes like a roll and a half, and it catches Trilug's attention, who just like looks at it, watches it happen, and Llewellyn kind of still connected to Grolk's lizard, just kind of like goes down, takes a knee, and begins just kind of like looking over it, and you can see him like pressing up certain panels and stuff, like looking inside of it. It looks like he's just analyzing it. Anything that you two are doing during this time that passes?
I don't think so.
Trilug does step up to specifically Levi.
So we just stand here and wait and do nothing.
Do nothing about this whole thing. Ain't your party moving here, moving to new locations?
We're waiting for Ulat to get here. But this whole scene, it seems useless. You are a magic user. You put yourselves out as healers. Do you know anything about this?
I ain't seen nothing like it, but control this spread. Your boys back home in the camp. They gonna do anything about this?
In what regard?
Fucking killing.
I don't follow.
You don't follow? They're just gonna sit on their ass
At the war party from where you came?
all the way back.
No, apparently not. They'll do nothing. We asked for men. We asked for 100 men.
What'd they give you?
20. We asked for reinforcements. They sent us you.
Why?
I don't know. I am not disillusioned. I'm sure there is a reason. But if there is one, Ulath does not share it with me, and he does not share it with the war party. My frustration is not singular. It is a shared concern. We are a single drop of water in an ocean of fire. What we can do versus the power of those who sent us here is nothing. I do not mean to speak ill of those in charge, and those who make decisions. But surely you can see that this does not add up.
No. No, not at all. Why is this on you? All y'all's.
We were assigned
By whom?
by Vorgath.
Why does he give a shit?
I did not ask. I did not ask. It's an honorable cause. An incursion. You don't see it that way.
I look him up and down. You feel honored? Look at his clothes. I ain't seen no honors. That ain't how they treat an honorable man. They tell him what's going on. I'm just here to help. Killing any way I can. Keeping people safe. I just don't like seeing that.
I feel lost, Leviticus, to be honest with you. I feel as though we were sent here to die. I cannot shake the feeling.
I start walking past him and tap him on the shoulder, pat him on the shoulder as I walk by. Ain't too late to find yourself. Keep walking.
Continue on. Anything else anyone specifically does?
No.
Another 15, 30 minutes go by. Everybody roll perception.
Nat 1.
7.
$22.
17.
Ooh.
Another Warforged shambles out, falls into the pit, and is executed in pure monotony. Rook, an arrow lands at your feet.
Did it come out really fast? I pick up the arrow, and I run to cover.
Run to cover. Kree, an arrow lands by your head, embeds in sandstone right next to you.
Do the same thing. Pick up an arrow, kind of run to cover, kind of get down, see where it came from.
Then another, and another. You two are the first to catch on as you look up at the dune that you came from to see atop it a collection of men, an army, 100, 200 strong, wearing red and gold gleaming armor, indicative of the Sarninian Royal Guard. Some on horseback, on fast approach. And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
I mean, we're cool, right? I don't know.
Thank you for listening to this installment of Shadow of the Seven, a Nasty Table production.